Hey everyone, welcome back. So, we're going to do a video talking about the issues with the Barbarian. Now before I continue any further, understand, I do love the Barbarian. This is a great class. I just want to be, I'm doing this because I want to do the issues of every single class, and the Barbarian's the first on the list. So, generally, if I could simplify the issues of the Barbarian in a single statement, it would be, it's the best fighter archetype, but it's just a fighter archetype. So, it kind of all boils down to this theme of rage, that, basically, yeah, hey Procrastination Gaming, yes, I am talking about the Barbarian. So, the Barbarian all boils down around this ability of rage. Every single ability either implies that you're raging, it implies that you're doing this stuff. How's it going, Suicune? So, yeah, all of this kind of just, the entire Barbarian is all built around rage. So, every single ability, their primal paths, all their different archetypes, they're all rage. It's all, this affects each time you rage, this affects during your rage, you use this as a bonus action. It's all, every single ability of a Barbarian seems to be about rage. And so this leaves some limitations with the class. So let's just read through rage and I can explain the issue. So rage, advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Pretty good to start pushing strength with that. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases. So that +2, +3, +4, that only happens with, I'm going to list it, a melee weapon attack using strength. And this is this is the issue. As we get to reckless attack, this is a great one to make sure you always have advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength. And this is the theme. Every single Barbarian has to rely on melee weapon attack rules using strength. This is their bread and butter. This is what they do. Now, as I said, this is the best fighter archetype because, oh my gosh, is the Barbarian fun. As I see in my chats, I have a friend here who loves the Barbarian. No! Oh my gosh, such a great character. Love that guy. Definitely, there's some great things you can do with a Barbarian, but they all kind of just boil down to strength-based beat stick. I have once built a Constitution-based character, but generally speaking, every Barbarian is a strength-based beat stick. The fighter, it has the dexterity builds, it has range attacks, there's different ways you could build a samurai, obviously the Battle Master is known to be versatile. Eldritch Knight, the Cavalier does involve strength and constitution, but there's all these different archetypes that can change how you build your character to quite an extent. But, every archetype of Barbarian always just relies on this rage, these strength-based rage attacks. Alright, this one is interesting because it focuses more on grappling, but it has other issues. We're going to ignore that as issues, but it focuses on strength-based attacks because it's grappling. Totem Warrior, strength-based attacks, and then they get these special abilities, which generally Eagle isn't very often used. It's always just Bear, because it allows you to defend while you're doing strength-based attacks. So, basically, it is, the way I give the example is, so vanilla is my favorite flavor of ice cream. It's a beautiful flavor. Everything here, every Barbarian is this great vanilla flavor. The question is, do you want classic vanilla? Do you want vanilla bean? Do you want vanilla Coke milkshake? What kind of vanilla do you want? Because there is a different quality, there are different flavors you can enjoy, vanilla in different ways. But it's all vanilla. There's no chocolate in here. It's all vanilla. And that's my issue with the Barbarian. Not that it's a good class, but that there's very little variety. I played a Barbarian, and I love that Barbarian. French Vanilla, thank you, another one. I knew there were several, I just don't have this prepared. But all the Barbarians are just different kinds of vanilla. And my god, vanilla is delicious. There's a reason vanilla sells so well, because it's freaking delicious. It is the best fighter archetype. But if you don't want to play a Barbarian, you know in the moment you don't want to play a Barbarian. You either want to play a Barbarian, in which case you play a freaking Barbarian, or you don't want to play a Barbarian, in which case, yeah. So generally, once again, my issue with the Barbarian is not that it's good, not that it's not fun, but that once you've played one Barbarian, I don't really... When I see the other archetypes, when we see a new wizard, when we see the Blade Scening versus the School of Enchantment versus the War Mage, when we see these different wizards, I get enticed to want to try out a different wizard with different focuses, different abilities than just what my previous wizard has as a power. When I see a new Barbarian, I'm like, well, I'm already playing this Barbarian. It's already fun. I don't think this archetype's going to have enough of an impact to change how I play. I think I'm too locked in what I need to do that there's not space to be switching to switch my Barbarian out. It's just, everyone is Barbarian, just a different flavor of vanilla. My god, it's fun. Don't let me stop you from playing a Barbarian if you're having fun. All I'm saying is, all the Barbarians feel like vanilla to me. So yeah, generally speaking, yeah, good class, just lacks in versatility. Best fighter archetype, but just one fighter archetype. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the comments who are going to be freaking out about that, but for now, feel free to leave your comments. Don't worry about that. But for now, I hope you have a wonderful